Hey guys, it's Selma Cash, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a Christmas memory. So grab yourself a drink, have a seat with me, and I'm going to be telling you one of my Christmas stories, one of my Christmas memories. Of course, I have memories of certain toys. I have memories of certain trees that we had, perhaps, ornaments that we talked about on the other tree, or the other video. I've had very, very good Christmases, full of family and definitely full of memories. So tonight, I'm going to share a memory with you guys. It's not, I'm sitting over here and I got a big smile on my face, and I know you guys are probably going to be like, oh, this is like the funniest story in the world, right? But it's not all that funny. It's one of my Christmas memories. But in my memory of this, it was funny, it was scary, it was memorable, and it's something I'll never forget. So here we go. So I cannot tell you my age because I'm thinking I was probably like preteen, like 12, 13 maybe. And my sister, this involves her, all my love to my sister, we went to a zoo. I'm not going to tell you the name of the zoo, but we went to a zoo. And it was a small, privately owned zoo. It was not very big. Now, when I was a kid, it seemed huge because it was like, whoa. It seemed like the San Diego Zoo or the Indianapolis Zoo or something like that. And it was not a big zoo at all. It was actually quite small. But anyway, the zoo has closed down, so it's not like you can plan a trip or anything, but it'll always be special to those out there. Anyway, so we plan a trip to the zoo. She tells my mom, hey, it's Christmas time, they're going to have lights up, the petting zoo's going to be open, they can feed the animals, and Santa will be there, so, all right. So we go, all right, Mom's like, yeah, sure, that's fine, you guys have a good time. So my niece is with me at the time, and I'm thinking, if I'm preteen, she had to have been early, like, digits, maybe 5, 6, something like that. So anyway, we get in the car, we take off, we go to the zoo, and we see the signs, 5 miles to the left, you get up there, and 2 miles to the right, and then up, you're at your destination. So, all right, so we go, and we had a great time. We petted the animals, and we fed them, and we saw Santa, and we went through the drive-through lights, because they had a drive-through, and you could drive through and see they had decorated the place up with lights. So we saw the lights, and we had a great time. We had fun. It was a fun-filled experience and time. So we get ready to leave, and it's dark. No big deal. My sister could drive in the dark, and, she's a great driver. She really is a great driver. So we're driving down the road, and we get completely and utterly lost and turned around. Now, mind you, we've lived out there our whole lives. I had lived out there for like 12, 13 years. She had lived out there for many more than that. She's quite a bit older than I am. But she had lived out there, and she could not tell you guys where we were. Now, I was scared I started to get panicked after a while. We were the only people out in the road, and it's not like you want to go up to somebody's house and say, hi, can I call my mom? We wanted to try to figure it out ourselves. My niece is in the back seat, completely oblivious to what's going on. And I'm up in the front seat. My sister's like, Selma's getting nervous. This is what's going to happen. And she's starting to get completely freaked out. Okay. So I'm like, all right, we got to find our way home, eventually. Now we could just pick up our cell phones and say, hey, could you, GPS, or hey, Mom, Dad, we're on blank, blank, blank road. Could you help us get home? But back in the day before cell phones, you just had to rely on quick wit and hopefully you had a little bit of common sense. So anyway, my sister and I were talking and everything, and I am like, dude, I was like, I'm getting nervous. Like, where are we? She's like, and she's just looking. She's like, I'm not sure. She's like, however, after the entire CD that we were listening to had played through, she comes and says, well, this is what I've realized. I'm like, okay, what? After we had driven around this long. She said, whenever you see the haze, and this is pretty valuable, and actually it works because I've tried it. I actually had to apply it one other time. But she said, whenever you're out somewhere, and you're out in like the middle of nowhere, like the country, right? Look for a small glow. Now, what she meant by that was, if you're out somewhere and, you know, it's black and you don't see anything, okay? But you see maybe like a glow of lights, a lot of lights, that's probably where you should start heading toward. So take the road and eventually you'll get back. So we got back to our town, or where we knew where we were, by following the glow. So the glow, I remember looking, sitting in the car, and I remember we kind of had stopped at this point thinking, okay, we gotta you know, kind of try to navigate. And we look, and I remember the lights were over to my left, like my left, like north. So I'm like, well, we're going the right way. So we ended up making it back to where we knew where we were going and stuff, and we had a great time and a great laugh. It's something that, like I said, I was preteen, 12, 13, something like that. So I will always remember that Christmas memory of just, you know, being with my sister and having a scary time, right? Because you're lost, you're out in the middle of nowhere, right? But having a great Christmas and having a great time and having a great memory. That's something that I will remember for my entire life, you know. And I have just talked. This is the ironic thing. I was talking to my sister today on the phone, and I was talking to her, and I said, "Hey, do you remember when we went to the zoo and we got lost?" And she's like, "Oh yeah." I said, "Well, watch for the video." So this video is pretty much just for my sister. It's for you guys out there. I hope you guys enjoy my story of getting lost out in the middle of nowhere while we drove around. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. These videos that I tell you guys memories, it helps you guys get to know me a little bit better on a little bit more personal level. That way you guys can just kind of see where I came from. But anyways, again, guys, all my love to you. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys to death. And again, have a very Merry Christmas and all my love. Thanks.